We're here in Detroit, Michigan. Hello, I'm Jim Houston.
And I'm Craig Simpson.
We've got a great game coming up between Detroit and Pittsburgh.
Folks, we should be in for an entertaining game here tonight. Both these teams play up-tempo, wide-open hockey.
Don't be fooled by all the talent, because these guys can grind it out too. There's some toughness down on those benches. Let's get down to center ice for the opening faceoff. The faceoff goes to Pittsburgh. Up the boards. Shoots! Abisher turns the shot aside. He passes the puck to Hayden. Belfour turned him away. Here comes Ron Francis. Blocked, it didn't get through. Here comes Hayden. Shoots the puck, come in front. Coverley to match Sundin, who's played in the NHL All-Star Game 9 times. He has his pocket picked. The shots are 2-2. Here comes Joe Sakic to McGillney. We're scoreless early in the first. Oh, he gets nailed by a hip check. McGillney. Abisher covers up. The action's about to start. And the faceoff is won by Reichel. Hedin. Oh, he hit the post. Bad save by Abisher. He has his pocket pick. He shoots. Yet another save. Teemu Selanne, the first winner of the Rocket Richard Award as the NHL's leading goal scorer. Now ahead to Reichel. He'll just move the puck into the neutral zone. Over center ice. A one-on-one battle. Belfour. Blocker save to Tucker. Now it's passed to Reichel. Here's Steve Connor-Wolchuk, who's already got a shot on target. He carries it into the attacking zone. One-time shot. He scores! There's the kind of start they wanted.
Selanne has always had a great knack for scoring goals. Remember, he racked up 76 of them as a rookie with the Winnipeg Jets.
Looks like this game is going to be fast-paced.
That's what the fans want to see.
The faceoff goes to Detroit. Puck gobbled up by Streskin.
Assisted by number 77.
Belfour hangs on for the whistle. The ref is signaling for the faceoff. Faceoff won by Allison to McGillney, and he takes it into the neutral zone. Now he's moved it into the attacking zone. He passes the puck to Damphousse. Big shot. He blocked it. Oh my goodness, that hurt him, and he's going to limp off. Over to McGillney. One-time net. Here's Vincent Damphousse. Spatos. And he brings it over the line. Into the... That's stop two. O'Neill to McGillney. And he takes it into the neutral zone. It's 2-on-1. Shoots the puck. Picked up by Blake. Spatos. It's 2-on-1. He steals the pass. There's a nice little peek. Intercepted. One-timed it. Blake to Lyles. He intercepts it. To Ty Domi, one of the most popular players ever with his junior team, the Peterborough Petes. Koliakovo. He intercepts the pass. He shoots. Nikolishin scoops up the loose puck. That's blocked. Koliakovo. He had his pocket picked. Shoots the puck. Possession taken by Hedin. To Domi. Here's Stajan. He hasn't registered a shot on goal so far. To Domi. Quick shot from the slot. Hit the man in front of the net. The visiting team trails by one here midway through the first period. Blocked in front of the net. There's Thomas Keberle. Here comes Ron Francis. Hard shot from the right. To Teemu Selanne, whose off-season hobby is driving sports cars. He passes the puck to Francis. Now rink wide to Nolan. He'll go at him one-on-one. One-timed it. He scores, and it's a tie game midway through the first.
Sundin is 6'5" and 235 pounds. That means he's strong with a big reach. And that's bad news for defensemen trying to stop this guy when he's looking to score.
Detroit has seen their lead disappear.
In a perfect world, you get the lead early and never give it up.
Scored by
That
number
rarely
8,
happens.
Shoots the puck from the left,
assisted by
behind the
number
net.
11, Owen Nolan.
Alex
And
Tanguay,
by
who if he's
number 10,
effective, is getting
Ron
shots on goal.
Francis.
Slap shot. That's blocked. Oh, it hurt him too. And he'll limp to the bench as play goes on. To Reichel. Renberg, he carries it into the zone. To Tanguay. Here comes Hayduk. He had his pocket picked. Midway through the first, and it's 1-1. Just missed the net. It's scooped up by Berahowski. To McGillney. Shoots. Abisher made the save. Puck found by Bubner. To Hayduk. And he carries it into the attacking zone. He has his pocket picked. One-timer. He scores, and that'll put them up by 1.
This guy's been a devastating offensive player ever since his days with the Guelph Storm. When he gets a full head of steam going, you better get out of the way so you don't get hurt.
Detroit falls behind by 1.
Now, if they can shut the door on them now, they can focus on generating some offense.
Scored by number 92.
Here's Owen Nolan. He's a +1 in this game. In front. He freezes the puck. Abisher was sharp on that attempt.
Jim, he's really seeing the puck well.
They're getting ready for the faceoff. Shot the puck. Blocked. Corralled by LaPerriere. He moves it into the attacking zone. Quick shot. Pass up to Francis. Now passed over to Nolan. Here comes Owen Nolan. Shot it. Abisher made the brilliant save. He gave the puck away. To Francis. Here comes Sundin. Gets away a hard shot. Abisher covers up for the whistle. Abisher pulled a rabbit out of his hat with that save.
What a highlight reel stop.
They're getting ready for the faceoff. And the faceoff is won by Allison. Koliakovo turned aside by Abisher. Here's Carlos Skrastins. Here's Jeff O'Neill for Alexander McGillney. Here comes Alexander McGillney. It's late in the first, and it's 2-1 for the visiting team. One-timer! That's blocked and didn't get through. Over to McGillney. Now he moves the puck into the attacking. He scores! And there's a big 2-goal lead late in the first.
I think this guy definitely fits the description of a sniper. When he gets a chance to score, he usually converts on it.
Detroit hasn't had much luck so far.
Well, you know, Jim, the harder you work, the luckier you get. Let's see if they can get this one on track before the end of the period.
Go forward, stacked him up.
Jeff O'Neill.
To Tucker, and he carries it into the attacking zone. Denied by Abisher. Another quick shot, another save. Tucker. He passes the puck to Tanguay, and he gains the blue line into the... He scores! And before the intermission, they're right back in it.
His stick flexes so much as he loads that shot up. When he lets it fly, it just explodes off his blade.
Pittsburgh wouldn't mind a do-over on the last play.
Oh, you can understand the frustration. They've been playing great hockey since the puck was dropped. Just got a little careless.
To Konowalchuk.
Assisted by number 18.
Now it's passed ahead to Sundin.
And by number 4.
Here comes Ron Francis. He blocked it. That's a great play. The home team trails by 1 here late in the first. Shoots the puck from the slot. Gets blocked behind the net. To Keverley. Now it's passed to Francis. Again to Francis with a wrist shot. Keverley. Under 2 minutes to go in this first period. To Panikarovsky. Shoots! Hit the man in front of the net. Up to Sakic. Now he gains the blue line into the attacking zone. To Stajan, and he brings it to center. It's man against man. Shoots the puck on the right. Leg save by Abisher. He passes it to Domfus. He steals it. And that'll wrap up the period with a score of 3-2 as we head to the break. Pittsburgh is up 3-2 as we get started in the second period. The puck is about to be dropped. The faceoff goes to Detroit. Here comes Joe Sakic. In front. He hangs on to the puck. The players are lined up and ready for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to Pittsburgh. Passed over to Francis. From behind the net. Passed ahead to Hayden. Over center. They bring it over the line. One-timer! Belfour turns it aside. The home team trails by 1 here early in the second. Out comes Matt Sundin. Here comes Sundin. With a one-timer. Blocked in front of the net to Haydu. With speed, it's a one-on-one. Now he passes it ahead to Sundin. And it's over the blue line on the attack. One-time shot. Abisher makes the brilliant save. He shoots! That's blocked by the defender for Alexander McGillney. Here comes Alexander McGillney from the net. Stone cold by Abisher. He passes the puck to Solani. One times it. He scores, and here in the second they've tied it up.
When he's coming down on the goalie, he can do so many things, all because of that wicked wrist.
Under 5 minutes into the second, and they've tied the game.
Now they've got a chance to play their game. Really go on the offensive.
77, Pierre Truman.
One-time net. Corralled by Svatos to Panikarovsky. Now passed over to Stajan. Shoots it quickly. Abisher gets some wood on it. He passes it to Domfus. Svatos, he carries it into the zone. And Belfour makes a nice save. He passes it to Domi. And he's into the attacking zone. Fired it from the wing. Pass up to Bugner. Svatos. For Alexander McGillney. It's man against man. Into the slot. Abisher makes the tremendous save. He passes the puck to Strastitz. He steals it to O'Neill, to center ice. It's over the blue line on the attack. Nicolishin. He scores to make it 4-3.
That was a very smart play by our goal scorer. He knew there was going to be a rebound on the shot, and he got to the puck before anyone else could.
Face-off won by Reichel. He's only got one to beat. Abisher. He sweeps the puck into his own net.
Oh boy, that could can be so deflating to his team. You never like to give up a freebie to the other guys.
Pittsburgh goal. Scored.
It's corralled by second. He's in on goal. Watch what he does here. Up to Reichel. Now he brings it to center. He moves it into the attacking zone. To Milan Hajduk. One-timer. Belfort makes the save. He passes it to Reichel. And he's into the attacking zone. Abisher reached out for the puck. Here's Alex Tanguay, who's been firing from every angle but can't beat the goaltender. One-time shot from deep in the slot. He scores!
Tanguay is an offensive threat every time he's on the ice. He's never had a problem scoring goals.
The ref is ready to drop the puck. The faceoff goes to Pittsburgh.
How about that deke? He really hung him out to dry.
Here he comes on goal, blocked. Teemu Selanne. Here comes Teemu Selanne. Shoots the puck. It's turned over in the neutral zone to Selanne. Now he's over the blue line on the attack. Great save, Belfort. The home team up by 1 as we approach the midway mark of the second.
How did he pull that off?
To Owen Nolan. One-time shot. Sundin. He passes it to Konowalchuk. Delayed call coming up. O'Neill is going to the box for holding.
No question we're looking at holding. And I've got to say, I like the officiating in this game. Letting the players play, but they're keeping it clean.
You can see that coach isn't too happy about the call. Detroit is trying to break this game wide open.
And that goal is definitely a step in the right direction. Let's see if they can get a few more.
Number 92, Jeff O'Neill, 2 minutes.
It's passed ahead to Tanguay. There's a quick shot. Out comes Matt Sundin. He coughed the puck up. Here's Ron Francis, who's been quick shot. Pretty nice glove save by David Abisher. He passes the puck to Hayden. To Tanguay. Pass up to Reichel. Gathering speed. Dumped in by Reichel. One-timer! He stopped that too! Hajduk with the puck. He has his pocket pick. He stopped it again. To Turgeon. And he carries the puck into the zone. Shot the puck. Belfort's got it. Spatos, that stop too. Sundin. And he just gains center and dumps the puck in. To Selanne. Quick shot. Belfort gets the blocker on it. Sundin dumps it in. He passes the puck to Selanne. Turgeon comes in offside. A tough shot, but he managed to make the save.
A big part of stopping a wrist shot is positioning. You can't leave any holes.
We're ready for the faceoff. And the faceoff is won by Reichel. Here comes Alex Tanguay. To break. Hard shot. Fearlessly blocked. Puck gobbled up by Reichel. He shoots. Door slammed shut by Abisher. To second, and he carries it to center. Detroit is 0 for 1 with a man advantage as the penalty expires. To McCabe. Behind the net. Passed over to Sundin. Now it's passed to Selanne. It's 2-on-1. Belfort stopped that. Again they shoot. Belfort makes an unbelievable save. Shoots the puck. Turned away by Abisher. He passes the puck to Turgeon. Quick shot. Belfort makes the huge save. Detroit has picked this defense apart tonight.
They've used crisp, quick passes to exploit holes in coverage and made the most of their chances. That's been the difference offensively.
It's a one-on-one battle. Shoots the puck from the wing. Bugner takes control of the puck. He moves it out. Pass up to Reichel. The visiting team trails by 1 here late in the second. Bugner will get the gate for high sticking.
Now you can't really argue that one. Everyone knows it gets you 2 minutes.
Pittsburgh is about to go on the power play for the first time in this game.
Jim, they've got some good finishers in their lineup, but they like to keep it simple. Point shots with lots of traffic in front.
Passed over to second. It's man against man. Shot. Passed ahead to second. The home team up by 1 here late in the second. One-timer! It's picked up by Brisebois. He passes it to Francis. Shoots hard. Another shot. Avisher stones in cold. McGillney gets the backhand shot away. Nicolishin. Now he carries it to center ice. He dumps it in. Shoots it. Turned aside. He scores for a 2-goal advantage late in the second period.
Short-handed goals can be backbreakers. Teams just don't expect to give up goals when they have the man advantage.
It looks like they'll carry a 2-goal lead into the third period.
As long as they don't lose their focus. That's always the danger of a solid lead.
He steals the pass. Turgeon dumps the...
Oh, he hit the post!
The visiting team trails by a pair here late in the second. Pass up to McGillney. Now he takes it to center. He carries it into the attacking zone. Avisher denies him through center. They move into the attacking zone. He has his pocket pick and quick up to Nolan. To Sundin. Here comes Owen Nolan. This could be a chance. Puck jumped on by Lyles. He'll move the puck into the neutral zone. Lyles dumps the puck in. Bugner steps back onto the ice, meaning we've returned to 5-on-5 hockey. Into the slot. He freezes the puck. About to drop the puck. The faceoff goes to Detroit. Here's Carlos Strastis. He passes it to Laxton. Backhand from the point. In behind. Passed ahead to Bugner. Gathering speed. They're into the attacking end of the ice. Under 2 minutes to go in the second period. The home team up by 2 goals late in the second period. Passed over to Stajan. Shoots it! That's blocked and didn't get through. Big save by Avisher.
1 minute left in the second period.
It's one-on-one. Cranked hard from the right. Renberg. Cuts in front. Nicolishin. Here's Heino to LaPerriere. One-timed it. It's grabbed by LaPerriere. Plenty of goals after 2 periods of play. 6-4 is the score heading to the intermission. Detroit is up by 2 as we get set for the third period.
That late goal was key. It gives them a little breathing room here to start the final frame.
To John Michael Lyles. Nolan is in the clear. Into the slot. Great glove save by Avisher. To Tanguay. quick shot. Hedu takes possession of the puck. He passes it to Francis, and he takes it to center. Now he gains the blue line into the attacking zone. He passes the puck to Sakic. Turned over to Nolan. The visiting team trails by a pair here early in the third. Here comes Hedu. Here's a chance. Fell for. Blocker save. He passes it to Cleve. Here's Ossie Vananen. Here's Turgeon, having a great night with a pair of goals and an assist so far. To Brisebois. One-timer! He scores!
When the puck finds its way onto this guy's stick, it's usually in the back of the net a short time later. He's always making things happen.
Pittsburgh came out of the break flat.
And they paid for it, Jim. 3 goals down, and it doesn't look good.
By number 77, Pierre Turgeon, assisted by number 27.
It's found by Laxonen to Vinny
By
Damphus.
number 43, Patrice Brisebois.
Here's Laxonen. He's been the hottest shooter, not the hottest scorer yet. To Vinny Damphus. Now quick up to Damphus. One-timed it, and he's stopped by Eddie Belfour. Detroit has the puck, and he scores! A huge lead early in the third period.
Speed kills. Isn't that the old saying? Oh, this man is a perfect example of that.
The defense hasn't helped out goaltending much here tonight at all.
No, he was thrown to the wall. You can't blame him for this one.
By number 40,
Nicolishin dumps it in.
by number 25,
Nicolishin.
Damphus.
It's man against man, right in front. It's 2-on-1. One time, hit the man in front of the net to Brisebois. With speed, it's a one-on-one. Tillqvist turns him away. A one-on-one battle. Shot the puck. Blocked. Grabbed by Vananen to Leperrier. And he moves the puck into the attacking zone. Tillqvist with a brilliant save. Behind the net. Here's Stajan, who's been firing from every angle but can't beat the goal. Up, shot! Goes behind his net. Passed ahead to Tanguay. Here comes O'Neill. Shot on the right. Blocked in front of the net. Blocked. It didn't get through. One-timed it. That's blocked by the defender. Passed over to McGillney. Here's Laxonen, who's been all around the net but can't seem to score. One time from the right. That's blocked and didn't get through. Just one man to beat. Here's a chance. Hit the man in front of the net. To Laxonen. Now he moves it to center. He's only got one to beat. Sponsors. Quick shot. Blocked. That's blocked. It's 2-on-1. Catch in front. To Damphus. Now it's passed to Laxonen. He brings it over the line. He scores. And it's a huge lead in the middle of the third.
He knew they had the advantage on that play. Anytime you get an odd man rush, you expect to get a good scoring chance. He did, and he made the most of it.
All they have to look forward to now is getting dressed and going home.
I don't know if they were tired or what, but that was ugly hockey.
Sure, gets the puck around. He scores, and they're right back in the game.
Scoring on the backhand like that is a lost art in this league. It's nice to see a player with the skill to pull it off.
Here's Matt Sundin.
Scored by number 11.
Here comes Owen Nolan to Turgeon.
Number 13, Matt Sundin. And by number 10.
Now it's past the Griezmann. Telkvist made the save from behind the net. Passed ahead to Nolan. The home team up by 4 midway through the third. He gave the puck away to Matt Sundin. Here comes Sundin. Abersher made the big glove save. He came up with a huge save that time.
Saves like that one really give your team confidence.
The action's about to start. The faceoff goes to Pittsburgh. Nicolishin to Bugner. Backhanded shot from the right. Abersher freezes the puck. The ref is signaling for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to Detroit. The home team still up by 4 midway through the third. Telkvist got a pad on it. He passes the puck to LePerriere. Now over to Tucker. Over center. Here's Bugner. Nicolishin. He'll go at him one-on-one. Shoots the puck. Puck grabbed by Mugilny. Kolyakovo. Oh, he hit the post. From behind the net. They carry it to center ice. And it's moved into the attacking zone. He turned the puck over. Now they'll slowly start out of their own zone. Here's Jeff O'Neill, who scored a goal and set up another so far. It's man against man. Right inside. Great save by Telkvist. He's only got one to beat. Shoots quickly. Abersher made the brilliant save. Here's Brian McCabe. He brings it to center. Here comes Sundin. Abersher makes the big glove save. To Solani. The visiting team trails by 4 here late in the third. To Brisebois. Here's Ron Francis, who's been firing from every angle but can't beat the goaltender. Offside. He had a pretty big gun on that shot, but it got kicked aside. They're getting ready for the faceoff. Faceoff won by Damkus. Domi scoops up the loose puck. Abersher gets his stick on it. He'll go at him one-on-one to Ponikarovsky, and it's moved out to center ice. Domi shoots the puck from deep in the slot. Bugner, the ref indicates a delayed call. Over to Laxinen. It's skied. It's a one-on-one. Ponikarovsky gets called for holding.
He held him up and the official got him for it. Now his team will have to do without his services.
Detroit will go on the power play once again. They weren't able to capitalize on their first power play. Let's see if they can do it here.
Number 23, Alexei.
The home team up by 4 late in the third. Quick up to Hayduk. Down to the final 2 minutes of the third period. To Lyles. Now a quick pass up to Lyles. Telkvist denied him. To O'Neill. And he's over the blue line on the attack. Saved by Abersher. Abersher robbed the shooter that time.
Jim, your goalie has to be able to steal one now and then.
They're getting ready for the faceoff. To Clean. One-timed it. Abersher covers up. Detroit is showing great restraint in this game, Craig. They haven't been baited into stupid penalties, and it's paying dividends for them.
Well, Jim, you're right. Staying out of the penalty box is key if you want to have success at this level.
The puck is about to be dropped. Goes to the backhand. It's picked up by Turgeon. He passes it to Brisebois. Fired it from the left. Stoned by Telkvist to Sundin. They've reached the midway mark of the penalty, and they haven't been able to generate a whole lot of anything with a man advantage.
Jim, it looks like they're trying to make the perfect play out there. All they need to do is keep firing the puck on goal, and good things will happen.
Over to Solani. Now ahead to Francis at center. We're down to the final minute of the third.
Jim, what a tremendous move. Front of the net.
Ahead to O'Neill. Now he moves the puck into the neutral zone. Here comes O'Neill. Quick shot. Avisher. Walker save. Here comes Joe Sakic. Here's a chance. Telkvist made the glove save. Tungay to Blake. Now it's passed to Tungay. Save by Telkvist. Through center. Over to Reichel. Shoots quickly. Glove save by Avisher.
Ask his teammates and they'll tell you, this guy outright steals games. And that's the biggest compliment you can give a goalie.
He's a big star in this league, all right. The players are lined up and ready for the faceoff. Faceoff won by Francis. Avisher the save. And that's it. Pittsburgh has lost it. Final score, 9-5.
For Detroit, number 23, Milan Hedges. Tonight's second star, Detroit, number 18, Alex Taylor. And tonight's first star for Detroit, number 77, Pierre Turgeon.
From Detroit, Michigan, this is Jim Houston with Craig Simpson.
Until next time, take care.
Goodbye.